Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is just a very quick video. I'm just finishing off the daisy journal and I wanted to make a couple more little sort of notepads to go in there. Now I've made these. Now these are out of sort of scrap pieces of paper and it's sort of like a waterfall card or waterfall notepad, should I say, not a card, and it's the same sort of principle, and I think it looks really nice. And this one here is just some odd bits. I've just rounded off the edges because I think that looks really nice, and you've just got some odd little pieces in there just to write notes onto, but I just think they are lovely. So that's one that just goes down there. You just lift them up so you can do all your little notes, and you can make them as big or as small as you like. Now I wanted to make one just a little bit bigger because I'm just finishing this off, so I'll just show you here. This is the back page. I've got a little sort of like pocket here, a pocket with pockets, so that one would go in there, that one goes in that one, and I just wanted one a little bit bigger just to go in the back one, and then there's another sort of spare pocket there. So I'm going to show you how simple they are to do, and I think they look really nice. So what I'm going to start off with first, I've got all the pieces ready here because I have hurt my hand, look, putting my another calyx unit together. So it works, but it's a little bit sore, so never mind. So what I have got, I've got some bits ready. I have got 6 pieces of paper. They're all the same size, and what I've done, I've just put this into 3 like this, just bend them into 3 and then tear down the edges, and then you've got 3 pieces, and that I've used 2 pieces of the A4 paper for that, so you end up with 6 pieces of paper. Really simple. Then I've rounded off the edges, okay, but again you can just use whatever scrap papers. I've used scrap papers for the little one, but this one for the bigger is what I'm going to do here. So what you do, you take your 6 pieces, and what I'm doing, I'm just popping them on top, so you've got a little bit of room in between each one, like that. That one goes on there, like that. This one comes down just on top of each other, like this. Now if you want to make them just a little bit wider, you can, and then what you do, you bend the top piece over. So because they're that size, they're going to be the same this size, so that piece bends over, okay, and that's where you get your little pad. So it's just the simplest thing ever. I'm not sure whether I have shown you these before, but I thought I would show you again because I want to make one and pop it into the journal. So what I'm going to do then is just fold that down like that. So you couldn't get much easier, and then you've got your little pads like that, little notepads. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece of fabric and pop that over the top. I'm going to sew that across on my sewing machine. Now again, if you don't have a sewing machine, make sure you glue them down like that. So just lift it up, pop a little bit of glue there, lift it up, glue there, and then just, well, do it the other way around so that you can stick them down like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to then pop this on there, and then I'm going to just go to my sewing machine, and I'm going to go sew along the top. So I will be back 2 minutes. There we go, just a little stitch across there, not a very straight, but it will be okay because I think the little daisy little tag is going to cover it up. So, and then I'm going to just, yes it will, that just sort of covers it up like that. Then I'm going to just stuck daisy over the top. Now how easy was that? So these can be made out of all your lovely bits of scrap paper in all sizes. I'll show you how I make the other little one in a second. So this is just a very quick one, just so I can pop it into the journal. Oops, that's not easy to squeeze. I'm going to have to do it with this hand, I think. Squeeze that on there. I think I might have to bandage it up or something, I think. Look, I've just made a big mess there. We'll have to do something because I can't not craft, can I? Okay, get that glue off me. There, look at that. How lovely is that? Do you think that's really simple? And then that will just slip in there. Lovely, isn't it? Don't you think that's good? So it's a nice little one, which is so simple to do. And again, we like to use up our little scrap bits of paper. Look, I got a bit of glue on there now, but I like that. So then we're going to do the little one here, which I've got some bits and pieces ready. That I'm going to use as the top piece. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So these are just little scrap pieces. Again, I have just rounded the edges off on one of the edges, on the bottom. Gosh, I can't even speak now. So I'm going to go for that one, and then I'm just going to pop them on top of each other like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. That one can go on there like that. Shall we put this one under there? And then that one over the top like that. And there you've got your little pad on there with all your little bits popped on there. And what I'm going to do, actually, let me just take these off. I'm going to take a little bit of glue just because it's easier. Let me do it this way. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to pop another little bit of glue on here and put the other piece on like that. Let's just pop it there. It's easier to stick them down before you sew it. Now if you're not going to sew it, just stick them down properly. Put the glue all the way along, okay, and that will hold it really nicely as well. So let's just pop a little bit of glue on there, stick that on. A little bit down there, and then there we go. That's the last one. Maybe I'll have it over the edge just to there. So there we go, lovely. Now I've got another little bit of scrap paper from the kit, from the Daisy kit, and what I'm going to do is just fold that over like that. Get my scissors and just cut that down. So use your little scrap pieces of paper for this one as well. Now, that will fit on there like this. I'm going to just pop a little bit of ink on the bottom there. A little bit of glue. Let me use this one. I think it'll be easier for me to squeeze it out. Just a little bit like that. Because I'm going to sew it, I haven't put a huge amount of glue on. So that just goes onto the edge like that. I'm going to take my scissors, just chop it off. It's better to make it a little bit longer and then chop it off than trying to line it up properly. So let's just pop a little bit of ink on there. Now again, I'm just going to sew around there, and then I'm going to pop that on the top. So I might just go around all of that just in a little square. So 2 seconds. Okay, so there we are. So I've sewn it around this little bit. So I've got a little bit of the cheesecloth on here, which will go in. You can't really see that anyway because I'm going to pop that over the top. And then I thought I would add just a little bit of this lovely yellow rose trim on there. So I think that looks really pretty because the yellow goes so well with it. I know it's a daisy journal, but I do love my rose trim. And it goes perfect. So that will go on there, and then that will go on there. I'm just going to cut that tiny little bit off there. Pop a little bit of glue. I'm going to have to use this one in my left hand. Yeah, pop that on, scrunch it up just a little bit, like that. A little bit of glue on the back of here. Which way around? This way. Just dab it onto the little roses, and then we'll stick it this way, like that. So there we are. That looks just so pretty, doesn't it? I love it. Lovely. Okay guys, so that is very quick, very simple. So we've got two lovely little waterfall style little notepads, and these, I think they look, so doesn't that look pretty? Although it's daisies, it doesn't matter. A little bit of rose on there. So there we are guys. So do give that a go. Really simple. I'm going to give you a flip through of the daisy journal because it is virtually finished. I don't know what happened there, my camera just made a funny noise. So they are all finished, already done, so they're ready to go into my daisy journal. Not that it matters that I've got a little bit of rose on there, does it? But I think it looks really pretty. So there we go guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.